Ultimate UPSC CMS. So this time we come with the new video, and we hope it will gonna very helpful to you. So this video covers the salary of the officers and the all allowances the officers will get. So we're going to tell you in this video the salary and all allowances and all benefits the officers will get. So if you move to the next slide, you will see this at the appointment type, the basic pay what will you get, that is the 56,100 rupees, and the level will be the level 10 of the 7th pay commission. So for increment, if you see, every year there will be increment is 3%. So this is the basic pay. If you move to the next slide, these are the allowances you're gonna get, and the allowances if you see in this slide, there's a dearness allowance, house rent allowance, non-practice allowance, transport allowance, convenience allowance, annual allowance, and post-graduate allowance. So these are the allowances are gonna get add to your salary. So we're gonna tell a detail about every allowances. So in further slides. So if you move to the next slide, so see this. This is dearness and non-practice allowance. So non-practice allowance, that is 20% of the basic pay. That is 20% of the 56,100. So around 11,222 rupees you're gonna get as a non-practice allowance. And dearness allowance, if you'll see, currently it freezed at 17. Add to your salary. One thing I want to say, this non-practice allowance is a benefit we all doctors get in central government job as a gazetted officer. We have ahead of every gazetted officers as compared to the salary they are getting. So if you move to the next slide, this is house rent allowance. If you see this house rent allowance, for a house rent allowance, government have divided the cities into the 3 categories like X, Y, and Z. For X, the population should be equal to and greater than 50 lakh, and same as a Y, population should be in between 5 to 50 lakh, and in case of Z, population will be less than 5 lakh. So the government have decided that in case of X category city, you're gonna get 24% of your basic pay. Similarly, as Y, 16% of your basic pay, and similarly for the Z, 8% of your basic pay. So in future, when the dearness allowance crosses 50%, then HRA will be revised, and it will be revised to the 27, 18, and 9% respectively. And similarly, if dearness allowance crosses 100%, then again HRA will be revised to 30, 20, and 10% respectively. So if you see, in case of X category, you're gonna get rupees 13,464 as a house rent allowance, and similarly in case of Y category city, you will get around 8,976, and in case of Z, you're gonna get rupees 4,488. So if you move to the next slide, these are the next slide. In this you can see that this is transport allowance, that in short we can call it as TPTA. So again, government have divided according to the cities. So government have included total 19 cities in category A and A1, where you will get transport allowance as around roughly rupees 8,424, and rest of the other places you will. So if you move to the next slide, this is convenience allowance. So it is paid to the doctors who visit to the hospitals and dispensaries outside the normal duty hours. So you can see it will pay to the doctors, and it is also for making domiciliary visits, and also given to the employees who maintain their own vehicle and have to undertake frequent journeys on official business. So rate will be given in this table. So you can see it depends on how much kilometer you are traveling, and it also depends you're traveling by your own car or other mode of transport. So you can see in this table and you'll get idea. So if we move to the next allowance, that is annual and postgraduate allowance. So this annual allowance will be depend on your PG qualification. If you have PG qualification, then amount will be rupees 2,250 per month, or if you don't have a PG qualification, you will get around rupees 1,350 per month. So in case of postgraduate allowance, if you have a PG degree holder, then you gonna get rupees 2,250 per month, and if you are a diploma holder, then amount will be rupees 1,350 per month. So these both allowances are gonna get add to your salary. So if you move to the next slide, so all these allowances, we thought that it may confuse you. So me, Nishant, Dr. Nishant and Dr. Arshak have decided that we gonna made simple for you, and it will be helpful. So we have decided, and we make 3 scenarios which make you understand the better about the salary thing. So uh, all this data about the salary is collected by Dr. Ashik, and is very dedicated, and you should be very thankful to especially to him. We all 3 are doing the work, but he collected all this data at MBBS level. You join this the service, and you are at your first year of service, and your post is ADMO, and you are belonging to the HRA category X, that is 24% of the basic pay. And in case of transport allowance, you are living in A1 city, which all 9 cities we told in our earlier slides. And for the convenience allowance, you're traveling with your own car with more than 800 kilometers official duty travel. So you're gonna get salary without deduction will be rupees 1,06,502. So you can see all these allowances we have written in this slide. So you will get easy idea that how much you're gonna get. So but one thing you have to keep in mind, if you using the government quarter facility, then HRA will not be added to your salary. So this thing you have to keep in mind. So if we move to the next scenario, in this scenario again, let's take an example that you are MBBS, and you are at your first year of service, and your post is ADMO, and you are belonging to the HRA category Z, that is 8% of the basic pay. And your transport allowance, and you are living in other cities, which not belong to that A1 city category. And for the convenience allowance, you're using other mode of transport for around 200 to 300 kilometer official duty travel, then the salary will be around rupees 89,370 without any deduction. So same we have written this all allowances together, so you'll get easy for you to understand. And again you have to remember this, if quarters facility you are using, then HRA will not be given to you. So if you move to the next scenario, in this scenario you can see pay level 14 you are getting. I told you also, if you can recall in the first slide, that at the time of appointment the level before 10, and after 20th of survey you are at level 14. And right now in 2020 your post is CMS or CSD in IRHS, and you are belonging to HRA category 24. And transport allowance, you are living in AI1 cities, that 19 cities we told earlier, and you are not using the government vehicle. And for the convenience allowance, you are using your own car with greater than 800 kilometer official duty travel. So around 2,61,815 rupees you're gonna get without any deduction. And again you can see all these allowances we have written in this slide, so you'll get easy for you to understand. And again you have to remember this, that if you are using facilities, quarter facility given by the government, then HRA will not be added to your salary. So one more thing we're going to discuss, that is a new pension scheme. So in this, some amount will be deducted from your salary, and around 14% is contributed by the government. So this both amount will be added, and that amount will be, the whole amount will be added to your salary, added to your new pension scheme per month. So if you see how much amount will be deducted from your salary, and how, so if you see this 10% of your basic pay, around rupees 56110 will be your 10%, and 10% of the total DA, that is DA on your basic pay, non-practice allowance and transport allowance, so you'll get around rupees 1204. So net amount will be which will be deducted from your salary will be rupees 6,815, and government contributes 14%, that is rupees 9,500. And after your end of the service, you're going to get benefit from this new pension scheme. So at last I can tell you one thing, that we have all this collected data for all of you, which we have missed during our time. We don't know anything about this, so we are trying hard that everybody get benefited because of these videos. So myself, Dr. Sagar, and my colleagues Dr. Nishant and Dr. Arshak, we all three are doing these things to make things easy for you. So in upcoming videos we're going to tell about all the pros and cons of this service, so it will be more benefit while choosing your while choosing this service. So we are collecting all information, so it will be more benefit for you. And right now we are in our training phase, so we also are collecting our all experiences and all things which are more important for you and you should know about the training. So we're going to tell about when we going to finish our training. We're going to tell you everything. And right now we are enjoying our training phase, so hope after the result you also get more excited. And so thanks for watching, and for upcoming videos follow and subscribe our channel. So all the best for your result, and thanks for watching.